We are beginning Pantry Challenge Week 3. So, I had these 2 Knorr rice mixes in the pantry I thought I would cook up. It says rice in a cheesy sauce with spinach and artichokes. That sounds delicious. So, I thought I'd cook these 2 up. But then I thought, cheesy sauce. So, instead of cooking the 2 of them up, I thought I'll cook one of them and then cook some regular rice and mix the regular rice with the cheesy sauce rice to kind of stretch this out. And then when I cook the second one, at some future date, I will also cook up some regular rice to stretch it out. So instead of cooking these 2 at once, I'll have 2 different meals of them stretched out with regular rice. I know, that's my big, ingenious pantry challenge breakthrough of the day. Here we are with the finished product. This is the Knorr rice, stretched out with plain rice, and I went out to the garden to throw some stuff in the compost pile. And I saw that we had some more tomatoes to harvest, so I have some tomatoes with coleslaw on top back here. And I also picked a couple of very late season asparagus. Very late since they're a spring vegetable. So I chopped them up and threw them in with the rice as well. I thought that would be good with the spinach artichoke flavor. So let's see what it's like when you add plain rice to stretch it out. It's extremely hot. Extremely delightful. Not lacking in flavor at all. So there you go. Stretching out your fancy Knorr rice with your plain old Goya rice. Another pantry challenge triumph. Woo woo. The pantry challenge has finally gotten me to the point of trying something really new and innovative and possibly weird, but I don't know, hopefully delicious. So, I have this bag of frozen broccoli and cauliflower, and I saw this recipe online for how to make tater tots with broccoli and cauliflower, chopped up in little pieces and mixed with some panko breadcrumbs. So I was thinking, okay, let me try to do something like that, but I don't have any panko breadcrumbs. So then I thought, I have a lot of potatoes, so maybe I'll shred up some potatoes and mix them with the broccoli and cauliflower and make tater tots that way. Because I'm thinking in tater tot form, maybe this would be a good way of sneaking some vegetables into the kids, because they're not really too excited about just popping in a big old piece of broccoli. Then, in the middle of the night last night, it came to me. I'm going to try to make a kind of a pizza crust out of the potato, broccoli, cauliflower combo type thing. Because with the pantry challenge, I'm kind of low on flour. I have some flour, but I'm not hugely stocked up. I didn't stock up for the pantry challenge. Just decided to start it and work with what we had, and I didn't have a ton of flour. So, here's my thinking. My thinking is this. We're going to take the thawed out broccoli and cauliflower. We're putting it in our little Black & Decker mixer. I have this big bowl of boiled potatoes that I cut up and boiled yesterday. I'll put some of these in. Then I'll mix it with a little bit of flour and some egg to bind it together. And then I'm thinking add some garlic and some salt and some oregano to try to give it the pizza flavor that we're kind of working towards. And we'll spread it out flat on a cookie sheet. Spray a little spray on first. And bake it. And hopefully it will come out like this crispy tater tot kind of like pie crust thing, and then we'll be able to top it with sauce and cheese, because I have lots of sauce I got free couponing, and I have a lot of mozzarella cheese that I got for 50 cents a pound when it was on sale with a coupon. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the broccoli and cauliflower in the little food processor with some potatoes. The littlest witch wanted to say hello. Are you eating an apple? Is it a poison apple?
No.
No, it's a regular apple?
Yeah, from a candy bowl.
Oh, it's an apple from our candy bowl. Is there any candy in our candy bowl? No, that's already been eaten. And Halloween is what, 2 weeks away? All the candy's gone. All right, little witch, off you go. Just a little bit more potato. This is very experimental. Alright, we'll put the potato in there. How interesting. I'm not saying this is going to taste like regular pizza crust, but hopefully it will taste good enough that the kids will eat it, and then they'll be getting broccoli and cauliflower into their bodies without really realizing it. Alright, a whole bunch of garlic is going in. Gonna put in some salt. Lots of salt. An egg to help bind it all together. And, I don't know, how much flour do we think? Half a cup of flour? Just a little bit of flour. Alright, there we go, half a cup of flour. Now, we're going to mush it all together. Very mushy. I'm going to put it on parchment paper because there really isn't any fat in this, and I'm afraid it's going to stick. I forgot the oregano. Hold on. Oregano. Yeah. Alright. Mush all that together, and then we'll spread it out. Pop it in the oven. Now, our super innovative broccoli cauliflower tater tot pizza crust is going to go in the oven. I shouldn't think that this is going to taste like normal pizza crust at all, but I don't know, you top this with some sauce and cheese, it can't be that bad. I think. Yeah, I just peeled off a bit and tasted it. This is good. This is the tater tot crust for the pizza. It's pretty good. It doesn't taste that garlicky, but the sauce I'm using has a lot of garlic in it, and it doesn't taste that oregano-y, so I'm going to sprinkle more oregano on top. But it's pretty good. It would definitely be really good as tater tots. And back into the oven we go. Ooh, look at that. There's our broccoli cauliflower tater tot crust pizza, fresh from the oven. It looks and smells delicious. With that much cheese on top, how bad could it be? I don't know. I think I will like it. If the rest of the family doesn't like it, the kids don't like it, that's okay because I will eat it all. The pizza cutter might have been a little bit of overkill, but let's give it a try. The crust is pretty soft. I think I'm going to tell the kids it's like a French fry crust. I might be more willing to try it. I'm definitely not telling them about the broccoli and cauliflower. That is quite delicious. I mean, if you're looking for a regular pizza crust there, you're not going to really get it because it's not bready at all. It's really hot. I probably should have baked the crust longer before I topped it to firm it up more because it's kind of mushy, but it has a nice flavor. It's pretty good. I would actually do this again on purpose. Not just because I was in the middle of a pantry challenge. So, I think it's really good. Let's go see what everybody else thinks. Let me shovel some more of it in my face before I move along. I like it. It's hot though. Hey, Dad, you ate yours. What did you think of it?
It's amazing. I don't really understand it, but man, is it good.
It's different. It's almost like slightly undercooked tater tot parmesan. I really like it, but it is different. And I definitely think I should have cooked the crust a little bit longer and maybe added more flour to it to make it hold together a little bit better. Nevi, what do you think?
Good.
Good. Do you really like it? Because you usually...
She likes the cheese.
She likes the cheese. All right, Autumn, what did you think?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? Was it too weird?
I'm trying it.
You're trying... Did you even try it before you decided you didn't like it? You didn't even try it. You told me you didn't like it before you even tried it.
There's more on you play.
You like it?
I actually do like it.
You do like it?
It's really good. I've eaten all of mine. This is Neve's plate. I'm eating all of these
Yeah.
now.
I actually really like it. I'm not all that surprised that the kids weren't wild about it. It was experimental, you know, pantry challenge thing, but I really like it. I would actually make it again for myself. I liked it a lot. If you have a lot of potatoes in the house and some vegetables and not a lot of flour. I don't really like tater tots. I'm not a huge fan of tater tots, so to me it's better than a tater tot. But anyway, I would totally eat this anytime as a healthy alternative to regular pizza. I really like it. I was rummaging around in the pantry looking to take stock and see what else I have to work with and what's going on in there, and I came across these individually wrapped prunes. I know, a lot of packaging for one prune. I have 9 of these. So I thought, what to do with prunes? And it made me think back to my days of fat-free baking, which I used to do a lot. So if you want to make fat-free cookies, instead of using butter or margarine or whatever to start your cookie batter, you can use prune puree. I don't have a lot of prunes, so I'm not going to be making a lot of cookies here, but I thought, all right, let's try and make some healthy, fat-free oatmeal cookies using prune puree instead of the butter. I also have some applesauce. A lot of times if you're baking a cake and you're trying to make it fat-free, you will substitute applesauce in for the oil. So I'm thinking, all right, if I need to stretch out the prune portion a little bit and add some applesauce, I could do that. But I don't want too much applesauce because there's a lot of water in that. And all right. So first what we're going to do with the prunes is put them all in a bowl. We're going to put them in the microwave with a little bit of water and heat them up and kind of stew the prunes to soften them and have them absorb some of that water, so they puff up and they're soft. And then I will puree them with an immersion blender to make the prune puree. And then we'll go from there. And otherwise, besides that, I'll just be making up proportions for everything because, we're just making this up as we go along. But we'll have oats and brown sugar and there you go. How bad can it be? Prunes into the bowl. Into the microwave. All right, we have our very attractive stewed prunes. And so now I am going to puree them with the immersion blender. Ooh. I'm going to add a wee bit of applesauce. Basically, they're not really deep enough to puree all that well. That's homemade applesauce. It's very dark in color because it has a ton of cinnamon in it already. There's our prune applesauce puree. Doesn't that look delightful? So, Pantry Challenge oatmeal cookies. What are we going to add next? Let's add some brown sugar and an egg to help bind it. Let's try a cup of brown sugar, shall we? And an egg. So obviously we're going fat-free, except for the fat in the egg yolk. We're not going sugar-free. You can see the creative genius as it unfolds. Let's add some more cinnamon, because I'm thinking cinnamon and brown sugar. That's got to help, right? I mean, I know some people love prunes, obviously. I don't mind them, but they're not my favorite. How about a couple of cups of oatmeal? Basically, I'm just going to keep adding stuff until it looks like it's the right consistency. So now we're going to put in maybe half a cup of almond flour and half a cup of regular flour. And a teaspoon of baking soda and maybe half a teaspoon of salt. Throw in some chopped up walnuts. Now we're going to taste the batter. It doesn't taste pruny. It tastes like brown sugar, kind of. I'm going to put in a little bit more cinnamon, and then we're going to try to bake them. Alright, the dough's pretty stiff now. Watch how expertly I form the cookie shapes. Into the 350 oven we go. Okay, here they are after 15 minutes in the 350 degree oven. So we shall give them a taste. You know these are super healthy, right? Super. Oh, Frugal Daddy, I have a treat for you.
A treat. Hooray.
A treat for you. You know how you love oatmeal cookies?
Yes.
These are your favorite. Right up there with cornbread.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which one do you want?
This one?
I wanted that one too. Let's split it.
No,
I want just this little bit
Yeah.
off the side. You can have the big bit.
I wanted that bit.
Yeah, you get the little big bit. I get the little bit. I'm assessing the odor. It smells cinnamony, doesn't it?
It smells like Christmas.
That actually tastes really good. You're smiling.
Mm-hmm.
You would never guess. They're fat-free. This is really good.
It is fat-free.
Except for the fat that's in the yolk of the egg, because there's one egg in the batter, but there's no butter. This is not batter made with butter. This is a non-butter batter. You know what the batter is made with instead of butter? Since we're very low on butter, and I'm saving the margarine for you.
Mayonnaise. I don't know.
Mayonnaise. We don't have any mayonnaise. We've been out of
I have
mayonnaise.
packets of mayonnaise.
Well, you should have told me, because I could use some mayonnaise. Prune puree. We would never know it. This is such a triumph. This is a complete success.
Wow.
This is so much better than the broccoli and cauliflower tater tot crusted pizza, which I personally liked, but the kids weren't wild about. He liked it too. But the kids are going to like these.
Mm-hmm.
These are healthy. There's so much brown sugar in there, and I think it covers any kind of pruniness. Unless you're into prunes. Who wants pruniness?
I don't taste any prune.
I can totally get behind these.
All I taste is cinnamon, really. It's
I
like
taste-
an
I-
oatmeal cinnamon is what it...
Well, oatmeal cinnamon is what we're going for. He's going for another! He really likes them!
I do.
This is totally a pantry challenge triumph. Thumbs up! It's finally a blustery autumn day. It's a bit chilly, and the girls have come home from school, and they're very excited to have the homemade oatmeal cookies. And they wanted some hot cocoa. Who thinks I have any cocoa powder in that pantry? I don't. I haven't had cocoa powder in a long, long time. So, I have two suggestions for you if you want to make hot chocolate and you just don't have any cocoa powder in the house. One, you can melt chocolate chips in your hot milk and make lovely cocoa that way. That's what I basically did all last winter. Or you can take your Nutella that you got free with couponing and mix some of that in to your hot milk on the stove to make delicious hot chocolate for your little children, which you're going to serve in your adorable little fall pumpkin mugs. I got these last year after Christmas on clearance from sur la table, which means on the table. So, we've got milk in the pot. We're going to put in a blob of Nutella. We'll put it on the stove. I don't really know how much Nutella. A blob. That is a significant blob. Alrighty. We're also kind of rationing milk at the moment because last week when I was supposed to go get my 2 gallons of milk and spend my $4 allotted for said purpose, I did not. We never got milk last week. I would say I have about half a gallon left right now, and I will be buying more milk the day after tomorrow. So I kind of have to ration what milk I have for the next couple of days. That is going to be very good. Okay, so what we're going to do to serve our Pantry Challenge cocoa to make it more fun and exciting is pour it into this cute little dragonfly teapot. Unfortunately, I do not have a pumpkin teapot to match the little mugs. But we shall serve it in the teapot.
Happy Halloween, guys. Happy Halloween, guys!
Girls, how do you like your Nutella hot chocolate and your homemade oatmeal cookies?
Good, and it's a cold fall day outside, so that's why we have a cocoa.
And is hot cocoa a delightful treat on a chilly day?
Yeah, and you know what, guys? I can pour my own hot cocoa.
You can pour it out of the teapot all by yourself?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, how clever. Let's do be careful. Oh, look. How lovely. As week 3 of the Pantry Challenge draws to a close, let's review what we've purchased this week. We've gotten 2 gallons of milk at a cost of $2.15 each. We have gotten slightly under $1 worth of bananas and 4 Idahoan mashed potato pouches. All free. 8 cans of organic soup. Free. All 8 were free. We have 2 chicken noodle, 2 chicken and wild rice, 2 minestrone, and 2, that's right, black bean. Now, as you know, canned foods last forever and ever and ever, so these just might go into the long-term prepping for zombie apocalypse supply. There's a sale this week on Gorton's frozen fish, a half-price sale. I could not resist this fish. This was $3.50. Normally, $7. Who would pay $7 for that? Come on. Anyway, it was $3.50, but I had a coupon for $2 off, so I got it for $1.50. I thought that was pretty good. So milk for the kids, bananas, and $1.50 for this. That's what I spent this week. All this other stuff was free. Okay, we are starting to run out of some things. We've run out of mayonnaise. Normally I make my mayonnaise from scratch, but I'm also out of oil, and I can't make my mayo without oil. I do still have some eggs. So, instead of mayonnaise in certain dishes, we're using Ken's honey mustard dressing instead, like to make tuna salad or egg salad. It's a pretty good substitution. As I said, I'm also out of oil, so for some things I can use margarine. Out of almonds and peanuts, of course, still raisins, chocolate chips, bouillon. I am out of garlic powder, but I do have minced garlic in the fridge. So all in all, we're still doing pretty well. Enjoying the Pantry Challenge. And just as necessity is the mother of invention, the Pantry Challenge is the mother